Eric the Actor, Under the Knife.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Howard 100 News broke the story. Eric the Actor and his pending health problems. Now it looks as though open heart surgery could be in his future.
Well, trying to just stay as relaxed as possible. When I go in on Friday, what they have to do is give me an echocardiogram. Or what they do is they send that info to the doctor, and he looks at it, and what he's looking for is something called backflow. If the backflow number is nice and low, that's good.
Howard 100 News, the only news organization that gives a shit about Eric the Actor.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
As news of David Letterman's retirement begins to sink in, suggestions on who should replace him continue. We've heard from members of the Whack Pack, Letterman fans, AGT judges, and now at least one TV critic has an opinion. It's Howard 100 News, in depth.
It needed to be said.
Mediaite.com TV critic Joe Concha went on Fox News and declared who he thinks should replace David Letterman.
CBS, if you want to win at 11:30, you hire Howard Stern.
Otherwise, he says CBS would just be chasing its tail.
We could screw around here and go with the Stephen Colbert's or the Craig Fergusons, but all you're going to do is guarantee yourself a third-place finish.
David Letterman turned 67 years old this month, and with Jay Leno recently stepping down, late night has become a young man's game.
I don't think age really means much. I see cable news and I see Bill O'Reilly at number one. The Howard does not act even 1 ounce of his age. He doesn't look his age, certainly.
He says despite turning 60, Howard appeals to young people better than anyone out there. Lisa G., Howard 100 News.
The king of all media hosting a Sirius XM town hall meeting with Billy Joel coming up on the 28th. Stern Show executive producer Gary Delabate says, get ready for a major show.
Is it safe to say this town hall will be different from any other town hall we've heard here at Sirius?
Absolutely. It's going to have a lot of different elements. Howard mentioned that there'll be some people performing for or with Billy. And there's a lot of other elements, too, that I'm never going to get into because they're surprises.
Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
The Actor, a losing trend.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Bad news for the career of Eric the Actor. For the 4th time, a TV show in which he has appeared gets canceled. The most recent one? Legit. It's Howard 100 News. You need to know.
Sad news. The show Legit has been canceled, and I'd like to get your thoughts on it.
Hang on a second. Now Sully's calling me saying this show was canceled. What the hell?
The news hit the little guy pretty hard, but it's news, unfortunately, he's all too familiar with. He is Whack Packer, Eric the Actor, and you can add Jim Jeffries' show Legit, which I've loved long before Eric arrived on it, to the list of canceled shows that Eric has been on. And Eric wants to make it very clear that it's not his fault.
I'm sick of this bullshit of people pending cancellation on me. I mean, I had nothing to do with any of the shows that I've been on being canceled.
How many shows have you been on, and how many were canceled?
Oh, I've been on 4, and all 4 were canceled.
No connection there. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Reaction is wide, deep, and swift to the cancellation of Legit. Whackbacker Medicated Pete had this to say to John Lieberman.
It just seems like maybe his overall attitude towards everything is not very positive, so that might have something to do with it. It's also the nature of the business, so, things get canceled. But maybe it's just his negative attitude, If he was more positive about things and not too, demanding and all this other stuff, maybe it did work with him more.
Follow The Howard Stern Show on Twitter. Go to twitter.com/Stern Show.
Stern Show writer Richard Christie and show guest Neil Patrick Harris bond over all things that go bump in the night. It's a horror thing. It's Howard 100 News behind the scenes.
How are you, bro?
All right, good to see you.
How's things?
Good. How's New York treating you?
It's fun.
Actor Neil Patrick Harris and Stern Show writer Richard Christie share a love of anything horror. And they were excited to share all things scary when Neil was a guest on the Howard Stern Show this week.
I want you to take me to the good haunted houses, because I've never been to the ones in, like, Boston or the ones in Pennsylvania.
Insane.
That's not too far away, right?
No.
Richard says many of the great haunted houses are on farms.
So
they're epic, right?
Yeah, they're insane.
Then Richard filled him in on a year-round haunted house in Times Square.
It was really good. Tons of pumpkin beer.
Good times.
Richard also thinks Neil should visit Houdini's grave in Queens, New York. Lisa G., Howard 100 News.
Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
Angry Alice remembers Eric the actor.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. As we continue our coverage of the passing of whackbacker Eric the actor, whackbacker Angry Alice gets emotional, revealing her true feelings. It's Howard 100 News behind the scenes.
I never had a fight with my friend Eric the actor. I never did. I don't remember being mean to him.
The Whack Pack community is just trying to pick up the pieces and move on. But that's not easy to do when you face another day with no Eric the actor. And legendary Whack Packer Angry Alice had this to say about her friend Eric.
Eric the actor, you was a good actor to me, and I really gonna miss you, little friend. I'll be there with you pretty soon, because I got sugar diabetes. And say hello to my sister for me, sweet thing.
Alice, you okay?
I'm just sick and tired of good people dying on me.
I know he loved you. I know he loved being a part of things, and I know he's not suffering anymore, and he's in a good place.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's dancing up in heaven with my sister and the angels. I really do miss him. That's the bottom line. And say hello to my friend. And I love you, brother.
I love you too, Angel.
Can I ask you a question? Do you know when it's going to be on there? Can you call me, let me know?
Absolutely. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Whackbacker High Pitch Eric helping to put together a memorial to honor Eric the actor.
Listen, we did it for Hank. And, why not do it, why not do it for Eric? Eric was a part of the show, and we want to do it for another Stern Show legend who passed away, and I think he deserves it.
Shouting, hey now, from the mountaintop.
Hey now.
This is Howard 100 News.
Lisa G. spoke with Rosie O'Donnell Monday night on the red carpet of her Rosie Theater Kids Gala in New York City. Rosie, sad about Eric.
I was blown away by it, truthfully, the way that he was able to talk about why he loved Eric and what it was about his part in the show that added to the show, and how his life and his struggles meant something to so many. I thought it was beautiful.
Why do you think he liked him so much?
As he said, able-bodied people complain about their lives all the time, and here is this guy who has got a twisted foot and not able to sort of move his body without help, had this marvelous moxie. Listen, he's a whackpacker, so that's an honor.
Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
From high atop the Howard Stern building in Midtown Manhattan, no more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. John Lieberman goes embedded with Wendy. The show that has just premiered on Howard TV is getting rave reviews. In the show, revelations about who Wendy likes and doesn't like.
What are your favorite parts of the show?
Where Richard and Sal does funny jokes or whatever.
You like those, the prank phone calls? And which parts don't you like as much?
I don't like, what's his name?
JD?
No, the guy in the limousine.
Oh,
Ronnie.
You don't like Ronnie. Why don't you like Ronnie?
Because he gives Howard, bull crap problems.
Catch Lieberman live at 5, Mondays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific on Howard 101.
Hi, this is Marion from Brooklyn. All I need is Howard in my life, and you're listening to Howard 100 News. Love you, Howard.
Discord in the world of Whackpacker Eric the Actor. Eric unable to contact manager Johnny Fratto. When once again reminded of the new contact procedure, Eric became unhinged. It's Howard 100 News in depth.
Well, it's just that it's been, I think, pretty much 6 days since I last heard from him, and he has not returned the call, or he says in a text 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes come and go big time, and still don't hear from him.
That's Whackpacker Eric the Actor, and he's put out an APB for one Johnny Fratto, who happens to be Eric's manager/agent. Eric's been trying to reach Johnny for over a week now, and with no luck. Now, Eric was told weeks ago that Whackpacker High Register Sean will be acting as Johnny's assistant, and that all communication must go through the stuttering, high-pitched Shawnee. Well, apparently Eric didn't get that memo, or just wasn't fond of it. You see, Eric has dreams, just like all of us. In fact, some of his dreams have Johnny Fratto in them. No, it's not that kind of dream, you pervs.
I have a manager/agent that would stop being self-centered and start doing things for me like he's supposed to.
For his client.
Right.
So now, with all this going on and Johnny still not returning your calls, why not try? All I'm saying is just try and go through High Register Sean just once and see if there's a difference. And maybe you don't even have to deal with Johnny anymore. You don't have to get upset and stressed out, and you can just go right through Shawnee. What do you think?
No, thank you.
You don't even want to try it, huh?
Nope.
All right. Wait till Eric hears Johnny just got him a gig in Syria as a mortar shell. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, it's the AGT All Access Show with John Hine and High Pitch Mike on Howard 101.
Howard 100 News, raising the king of all media's blood pressure.
I listen to that Howard 100 News and I get worked up.
SiriusXM and Howard 101 want to give you and a guest a chance to attend the very first invitational-only Howard Stern Fan Forum. It's an event where you do the interview. The date is September 11th at the SiriusXM studios in New York. To qualify, submit your most creative questions for George Takei about his career and life. Open only to active SiriusXM subscribers that have been paid for or introductory trial subscribers since before August 12th, 2013. For official rules and to enter, go to SiriusXM.com/George Takei. Do it by September 5th at noon Eastern. No purchase necessary.
Mitch, please. This is Howard 100 News.
This day in Howard history. On this date in 2001, Hank the Dwarf passed away. He was 39. In 1998, Howard Stern masterminded a write-in campaign to name Hank People.com's most beautiful person of the year. Hank loyalists crashed the People server more than once as they cast their votes. Hank won by a landslide. Howard Stern talked about Hank's passing.
Yesterday afternoon. This is really sad. Get ready.
All right.
A friend of the show died. A good friend of the show. Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
Stop it.
Died.
Wow. Get out of here. You're lying. Is it April? Come
I'm
on.
lying. No, I'm not lying.
Oh.
No, I'm not. I wish I was.
Tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific, it's Dealin' Straight on Howard 101. Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
The Actor, Wishin' and Gettin'.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. It can only happen in the world of the Whackpackers. Put a wish list online, items wanted, and ask people to buy them for you. Well, Eric the Actor has done just that, but you won't believe who's become the actor's benefactor. It's Howard 100 News in depth.
Apparently, somebody bought you a lot of goodies off your wish list.
Yes, and I would like to thank him for that. And of course, that somebody is Jimmy Kimmel.
That's right. Friend of the show and late-night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel is looking to cheer up one of his favorite whackpackers, Eric the Actor, by buying some of the items off of Eric's Amazon wish list. So naturally, I had to ask Eric what were some of the coolest things he got from Jimmy.
There was a Ninja blender, which I could use for milkshakes, or also frozen Pepsi, pretty much Slurpee type thing. And then the Kelly Pickler CD was another thing he sent to me.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Jimmy Kimmel sending you gifts, man.
I'd like to get him to follow me on Twitter. That way I could direct message him a thank you, too.
Well, you can direct message him right here on the air right now, Eric. Go ahead and give your thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy.
All right. That thank you's got to warm your heart, huh, Jimmy? Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
When a midget's head explodes, Howard 100 News is there.
You fucking retard!
Whackpacker Fred the Elephant Boy making an appearance on the Stern Nation podcast and taking questions. This one was enlightening and may start a feud.
Out of all the guys in the Whack Pack, who would you say is your least favorite? Who's the one you can't stand to be around?
I never could say happy Eric because I always had the sense that if I hang around him, I would get myself into trouble. That's the vibe I always got from him.
You felt like High Pitch is a troublemaker?
Yeah.
She's now a celebrity superfan, but 10 years ago, Maria Menounos only had dreams of meeting the king of all media. It's Howard 100 News behind the scenes.
I remember being on this bed listening to Howard Stern, and Kevin looked at me, and
I think I said you got to be on that show someday.
On her reality TV series Chasing Maria, Maria Menounos revisits the basement in Boston that she and boyfriend Kevin lived in, with hopes of making it big.
We were so far away from anything like that.
Maria's dreams did come true, with her eventually being booked on The Stern Show.
And I remember calling Kevin from the green room being like, oh my God, you said this was going to happen. Now I'm here. This is so crazy.
Since then, she and Kevin have appeared together on The Stern Show, usually with Kevin blabbing away about their sex life.
She is going to bed,
honey. Well, despite all the craziness, Maria says she never forgets.
It's never lost on me. It is really special.
Lisa G., Howard 100 News.
Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
The actor gets a pass, for now.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Howard 100 News broke the story. Whackpacker Eric, the actor, doesn't need open heart surgery yet, but doctors have ordered him to take it easy. The actor has ideas on how to do that.
Well, just kind of take it easy, and, you know, what I want to do is just try to stay away from this actual morning Stern Show, just because of how early it is, and, you know, when I do call in, I'm usually sitting on hold for hours, missing sleep.
Last in line at red carpets. First in Howard coverage.
By the way, I love the way the news department presents the news.
This is Howard 100 News.
I want to applaud them.
Whackpacker Medicated Pete doing a good turn for those suffering from Tourette's. It's Howard 100 News you need to know.
I'm started up a website, and I have T-shirts there, and the email is info at medicatedpete.co. Got that?
Not at all. That's our favorite former intern with Tourette's, Medicated Pete. And Pete couldn't wait to tell me about his website and new T-shirts that are available on it. It wasn't one of the better plugs I've heard, but it's for a good cause. Pete, tell us the website.
The website is www.medicatedpete.co.
Okay.
And for information on bookings for me, you can go to type in info at medicatedpete.co.
And they can get the shirts there as well.
And T-shirts are going to be printed out. Are going to be printed up right now, and parts of the proceeds are going to be going to the North Shore Animal League. So.
Well, what are the shirts? What are they going to say?
The shirts say on the front, they say "God Pillows" on the front.
Uh-huh.
and on the back it'll say "Get Medicated," and it has a picture of me on the back of the shirt.
A portion of the proceeds will also be going to the Jim Eisenreich Foundation for Children with Tourette's. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Whackpacker Bobo thought intruders were breaking into his home to steal his Howard Stern shrine. Bobo was scared, but wrong.
I go on the outside of the perimeter, all my lights come on, I see the fucking doors open. Now I grab a pipe, right? And I go around and I go looking, and now my shrine door is open, and I go, son of a bitch. The scariest part was opening the door inside the shrine, because that goes into another little room that I have, and I thought somebody was hiding in there. But thank God it wasn't. What happened is, the previous day, I had to get something out for my kid who used the side door, and I probably didn't shut it all the way. When I did close it, it was very windy that day, last week, and it blew the door open. Very, very scary moment for Bobo.
Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
From high atop the Howard Stern building in Midtown Manhattan, no more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Whackpacker Eric the Midget not getting a lot of support in his effort to become a WWE manager. Now wrestling champion Bobby Roode weighs in. It's a Howard 100 News follow-up.
Howard 100 News follow-up.
Hello?
May I speak to the longest-running champ in TNA history, please?
You got him.
The champ is in the building. TNA's heavyweight champ Bobby Roode took some time out of his kicking people asses schedule to sit down with Howard 100 News to discuss what seems to be a real feud going on with the champ and our very own champ, Eric the Actor. Bobby's not a fan of Eric, and I want to find out why. My first guess, the champ's not a fan of midgets.
It's not the fact that he's just a midget. I mean, let's face it. I mean, I tried to have sympathy for the guy, you know, but I think I speak for everybody in America that listens to Howard, maybe Howard himself, possibly Robin, I mean, everybody there, yourself. I mean, you can't have any sympathy for this guy. I mean, he's a loudmouth piece of crap.
And if Eric wants the champ's respect, he's going to have to earn it.
I mean, I've spent the last 15, 16 years of my life getting to where I'm at. I became a world heavyweight champion. I got to, not just any world champion. I became the longest reigning world heavyweight champion in the history of Impact Wrestling. I mean, that's saying a lot. So now this guy wants to roll in literally and try to take my spot or become a part of my show. I mean, that's not going to happen on my time.
Champ, does he have what it takes to be a manager in wrestling?
The guy looks like a loaf of bread. You got to have a look in professional wrestling. You got to have charisma. You got to be able to walk the walk and talk the talk. The guy has no hope in hell.
Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
At 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, it's Abe Cannon and the boys on Howard 101.
Howard 100 News finds out everything.
Doing God's work since 2005. This is Howard 100 News.
For updates on The Stern Show and news from Howard 100 News, go to twitter.com/Stern Show. Bigfoot has been cheated on by his short-lived girlfriend. Bigfoot says he's not off the market. He spoke to John Lieberman.
What did you say to her when you found out she was cheating?
Well, I just walked out. That's all I did.
What's your plan now?
Probably find another one eventually.
But you're pretty much done with women for right now.
No, not completely.
Do you think you'll ever talk to her again?
I doubt it.
Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific, it's Dr. Fish with Shuli. That's on Howard 101. Stern Show exclusive guest Sydney Leathers and New York mayoral wannabe Anthony Weiner's sexting partner has a porno tape that's about to drop. Weiner can't be happy with this promo video.
So, you all know why you're here today. One of you will be chosen as my favorite wiener.
My cat sat down on the keyboard. I'm going to see if I can answer my accidental poke. See you, New York. See you in New York. Ain't that clowns?
And so it goes. When you see Stern News, we want to know about it. Call our tip line at 877-H100-TIP or email Howard100News at SiriusXM.com. Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
High atop the Howard Stern building in Midtown Manhattan. No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Keeping up to date on the mercurial ways of whackpackers is, well, challenging. Example, Eric the actor, formerly known as Eric the Midget. Is he done with manager Johnny Fratto? Yes? No? Maybe? And what about that act-off? On or off? It's Howard 100 News. You need to know.
Earlier I did talk to Jason, and as far as the act-off goes, even though I think it's absolutely fucking unnecessary, I am going to participate in it.
I received an angry email from one wannabe actor and whackpacker named Eric the Actor, telling me he's out of the act-off bit between him and fellow whackpacker Jeff the Drunk. He feels his agent/manager Johnny Fratto has dropped the ball yet again, and that the Stern Show just isn't moving fast enough with this bit as Eric would like. Now, Eric's a busy man, so by the time I got on the phone with him, he explains to me why he decided to not go through with it before changing his mind and going through with it. And you wonder why Johnny doesn't pick up his phone.
One of the reasons why I don't want to, one of the many reasons, is because of the fact that it is taking so long to get it done. It seems as if it's not that damn important. It seems like, they're just messing around with it. It has nothing to do with the fact that I have any fear that I'll lose to Jeff in this, even though the fact is that I've been burned so many times by the show in so many different ways. That's another thing that's a contributing factor to my reservations about doing this. I mean, look at how many fucking times I've been caught in prank calls.
Yeah, Eric, being pranked by the show, that's never happened to anyone else, just you. Sounds like somebody's getting a case of some cold, crooked feet. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Don't forget the Private Parts 20th Anniversary Special is premiering Monday, October 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific on Howard 101.
On breaking news like flies on shit. This is Howard 100 News.
Whackpacker High Pitch Eric has a problem. A big one. John Lieberman caught up with him.
Tell me about these migraines. Are you having health problems?
Yes, I am. I have a migraine. That just started recently.
What do you think it's from, and how do you deal with it?
Well, I'm on medication for my migraine, and it's probably from my sleep apnea machine.
For updates on The Stern Show and news from Howard 100 News, go to twitter.com/Stern Show.
Howard 100 News on your side. Until we're not.
Stern Show guests Macklemore and Ryan Lewis continued their award-winning ways overseas. The rapper-producer duo is among the artists in the running at this year's UK Music Video Awards. Videos for their hits Can't Hold Us and Thrift Shop made the short list in the International Best Urban Video category. Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
The Drunk steps in it.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Whackpacker Jeff the Drunk, high on his good fortune, can't leave well enough alone. It's Howard 100 News, in depth.
Hey, Eric, how you doing, buddy?
Hello. What's the news?
I have an acting role, and it's right up my alley.
Whackpacker Jeff the Drunk Curro couldn't wait to tell Whackpacker Eric the Actor that he got a part in a movie. And the reason he was so excited to tell Eric is because Eric's the reason he got the part.
I got this acting role because you were a douchebag to the producer, and you unfollowed him, and he got hold of me. So what do you think of that, fuckface?
Shut up, George Rash. If I cut someone off on Twitter, it's because they were the douchebag.
Yeah, well,
not me.
Whatever, it's the douchebag that gave me the role.
So then Jeff decided to call the producer of the movie, and all hell broke loose. Well, he must be.
Calling
has been forwarded.
He must be a real producer. He's not available. All right. You can hang up, Jeff.
Hey, hang up. Jeff, hang up, you idiot. You just gave that guy's phone number to everybody listening to this interview, moron.
We're in a live interview, fuckface. You really are an idiot, Eric.
Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Howard 100 News, the only news organization that gives a shit about Eric the actor.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Whackpacker Bobo featured on a 24-hour news channel story for his push to change backseat seatbelt laws.
Driving safety experts say New York state law needs to be changed and are pushing a bill in Albany to require seatbelt use by all passengers.
So many lives that were lost. A lot of people were ejected not wearing their safety belts.
Howard Stern in studio Wednesday talked about the male salsa dancing couple that auditioned Tuesday night on America's Got Talent.
There's some remarkable talent this season. Really, really good stuff.
Yeah, well, it was the two salsa dancers, the two guys who danced together, which was amazing.
You know, when I had to evaluate them, I was sitting there and I was very cognizant of the fact that I went, if this was a man and a woman, would I be blown away by their dancing? And the answer was yes. I mean, they were that good. And also, I like the novelty of two guys dancing together.
And this item, the Today Show and America's Got Talent teaming up, offering acts a chance to audition. Then 3 Today's Got Talent finalists will perform live on the Today Show. Viewers will vote, and the most popular act will bypass the America's Got Talent audition rounds and head straight into their top 48 live shows, and a chance to win the $1 million America's Got Talent grand prize. Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
Boots to the rescue.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Whackpacker Eric the actor asking fellow whackpacker Joey Boots to help him out. The actor says one of his Twitter followers is gay and hitting on him.
Now, the first thing I'm thinking is, why is he contacting me? Is it because I'm gay? So Eric then goes on to say, I want you to tell him to stop. I'm not gay. And I'm like, Eric, this is probably somebody goofing on you. He's like, I don't think so. He's like, I think, you just, here's his email and here's his Twitter handle. I want you to tell him to stop. I already wrote something on Twitter. I was like, Eric's not gay. Leave him alone. And I'm waiting on a response from that. Or no response, because that's really what Eric wants.
Howard 100 News. Ding, ding, ding. We didn't hear no bell.
Vindication for Stern Show writer Sal Garvinelli, thanks to Dr. Harry Fish. It's Howard 100 News. In depth.
Men can get erections when they're defecating.
Host of the Dr. Fish Show on Howard 101, urologist Dr. Harry Fish, says Stern Show writer Sal Governale isn't crazy when he says he gets an erection when he does a number 2.
Why does it happen? Is because when men want to defecate, then the sympathetic nervous system is activated. And the same nervous system that accounts for defecation can actually cause an erection.
Dr. Fish says it's not unusual for this to happen, but it doesn't happen to many people.
In many ways, like erections that occur in the morning when men need to urinate and then the erection goes away after urination. Same sort of involuntary reaction.
He says Sal has nothing to worry about. Lisa G., Howard 100 News.
Stern Show fan and venerable comic George Wallace in the halls of Sirius XM. Shuli caught up with Wallace. It's Howard 100 News, behind the scenes.
I've known him for years, but you know what? I've never been on the show with him, and I think he's great. I learned from him. I did radio, so I learned from him, especially from the movie, to be somewhat controversial. I learned a lot about radio from Howard.
When it comes to the business of stand-up comedy, George Wallace is a legend. He's been in the game for over 30 years, had a successful show in Vegas for over 10, and was up at Sirius XM promoting his new book. And he was also talking to me about Justin Bieber's recent N-word controversy.
And the N-word is not going to go away, and I don't use it. I stopped using it last Tuesday. But the NAACP, they buried the N-word about 3 years ago. They buried it in the ground in a coffin. Did you know that? They buried the N-word, and they rose faster than Jesus. Jesus took 3 days to come up, right? I'm walking down the street in New York on 72nd Street the other day, and I heard two guys walking behind me, and I just said, "What's up, my nigga?" And I turned around, there's two white guys hugging each other. I said, I think I better keep moving. I'm the most successful comedian you've ever met.
That's right.
It's not how much money you make, it's how you enjoy your life while you're living. And I'm just teaching people. And Howard, I sent you this book here.
Yeah.
It's called Laugh It Off, and it's the foreword is by my best friend of 38 years, Jerry Seinfeld. I was best man in his wedding. I'm the father of Jerry Seinfeld's kids.
I always thought those kids looked really tan. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
The Actor and the Sex Doll.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Eric the Actor saying no to Howard Stern on the sex doll gift offer. His reasons for rejecting the gift, creepier than if he'd accepted it. It's Howard 100 News, in depth.
Two things. You know that I love boobs. With the fact that the doll's hands were permanently cupped over her nipples and areolas, I wouldn't be able to do anything.
This reporter was shocked when I heard that whackpacker Eric the Actor turned down a new, unused sex doll as a gift from the Stern Show. Well, now Eric explains to me why he just didn't want it. And it makes total sense. It's because Eric is really creepy.
When I am around a topless woman, I like to suck on their nipples and areolas.
Gotcha.
So I wouldn't be able to do that. And then the other thing, I wouldn't be able to get into the right positions for that doll because I've got bad knees and I wouldn't be able to, do the doggy style or anal.
Well, you wouldn't be able to do this by yourself anyways. Like, Jan would have to be there the whole time.
Well, yeah, and I don't want, that whole thing.
But if you could see her nipples and areolas, that would have made a big difference, right?
Maybe.
I believe what Eric's looking for is a torso, breasts with a vagina underneath it. Let's get on it, people. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Howard 100 News, the only news organization that gives a shit about Eric the Actor.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
The National Marijuana News, a web-based radio show dealing with all things medical and recreational marijuana. The site has a new correspondent, Howard 101 show host Jackie Martling. The show's producer, former Stern Show intern, Eddie Bernard, explains.
He will be doing field pieces for the show. He'll be doing interviews. He will be conducting interviews, breaking stories, and that sort of thing.
Howard 100 News has learned Ask Napkin ad riding the razor's edge of weirdness even for whackpackers. Ask Napkin, claiming his cable TV box, is talking to him.
It does this thing. There's a guy in there who'll say it 1-800 number over and over again. I'm not kidding you. It's not like a commercial where they do it like 5 times. This guy did it like 200 times in a row. Then he'll say, now let's take a call, and then he'll start doing the numbers again and again and again.
Wednesday, the king of all media had this advice for Ask Napkin.
Ed, I got to go, but all I'm telling you is it's not a fun thing to have your cable box talking to you, and there is a medication you could take to help you.
Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
The Actor hammers Baba Booey.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Whackpacker Eric the Actor is more than a little angry with show executive producer Gary Dell'Abate, something the actor makes abundantly clear in a voicemail he left for Shuli. It's Howard 100 News. You need to know.
First voice message.
Hey, Shuli, this is a message to play for Baba Jackass Gary.
There's trouble in Tiny Paradise. I received an angry voicemail from whackpacker Eric the Actor, and he's had enough of executive producer Gary Dell'Abate. The latest issue has to do with Eric saying that he donated to ALS, which Gary Dell'Abate said on Wrap-Up Show he doesn't believe. Well, now it's time to hear what Eric had to say.
I really am sick and tired of his fucking personal attacks on me. Get the fuck over it. I could sit and lie about you and say you lie about not being related to apes. But do I do that? No, I do not. because that must mean I'm a little more mature of a person than you are. So shut the fuck up. I did donate to ALS. Is that clear with you? I'm going to say this. Do not have a great weekend.
End of message.
Don't you want to just check behind you real quick after hearing that? Julie Agar, Howard 100 News.
Howard 100 News. We don't like you either.
In addition to angry voicemails, most of us have been the recipient of mean tweets. Painful ones that cut deep. Stern Show media editor J.D. Harmeyer gets his share. But how does he respond? It's Howard 100 News behind the scenes.
After reaching his boiling point on the wrap-up show, Stern Show media producer J.D. Harmeyer has had it with the mean messages on social media.
They're angry people is what they are. And I get a lot of these, especially when a picture goes up of me. This is all I read, basically. Or this is all I see. There could be a lot of positive things, which there aren't really. So, whatever. Anyways.
So we grabbed the best of the most recent haters and had him read and respond.
Why you gotta be so mean?
Please shave/manscape that patchy thing on your face. Okay? Please try to lose a little weight for your girl. Well, some people are happy with how I am, and I'll just leave it at that.
Don't be angry with me, darling.
Ugliest, stupidest, uninteresting douche ever. Sorry. Looks like you lost some weight. Shirt is lame, but for JD it works. All right. That's it. I have no response for any of these people.
Sticks and Stones, JD. Brett Larson, Howard 100 News.
But all you are is mean.
Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
Whackpacker Eric the Actor is more than a little angry with show executive producer Gary Dell'Abate, something the actor makes abundantly clear in a voicemail he left for Shuli. It's Howard 100 News you need to know.
First voice message.
Hey, Shuli, this is a message to play for Baba Jackass Gary.
There's trouble in Tiny Paradise. I received an angry voicemail from Whackpacker Eric the Actor, and he's had enough of executive producer Gary Dell'Abate. The latest issue has to do with Eric saying that he donated to ALS, which Gary Dell'Abate said on Wrap-Up Show he doesn't believe. Well, now it's time to hear what Eric had to say.
I really am sick and tired of his fucking personal attacks on me. Get the fuck over it. You know, I could sit and lie about you and say you lie about not being related to apes. But do I do that? No, I do not. Because that must mean I'm a little more mature of a person than you are. So shut the fuck up. I did donate to ALS. Is that clear with you? I'm going to say this. Do not have a great weekend.
End of message.
Don't you want to just check behind you real quick after hearing that? Julie Agar, Howard 100 News.
Howard 100.
The Actor and his wish list.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Whackpacker Eric the Actor's Who I Want to Have Sex With list continues to grow and expand. Includes two of entertainment's hottest ladies. The Actor, wishing and hoping.
Why don't you make a plea to both Lindsay and or Katie right now and just, state your case for them?
Do I really have to?
Whackpacker Eric the Actor has done a lot in Hollywood, except for a celebrity, and now he wants to change that. As he told me, he wants to end up on Lindsay Lohan's or Katy Perry's sex list. Now, girls, don't worry. He has experience, and you can't break him, because he's already kind of broken. And how many times have you gotten laid?
5.
Oh, okay. So, for the 5 times... Now, does it hurt you at all when they're on top of you?
No.
All right.
Because,
Well, because you're in vagina. You're not feeling any pain.
Well, not only that, but the ones that I've been with, none of them were really all that big of a girl.
So I tell Eric I think the best way to approach this is from a Make-A-Wish angle. So we give it a try. Lindsay, Katie, this message is for you.
Hello, Katie and Lindsay.
Eric, tell me a little bit about what your last wish you would like it to be.
I would like to get laid with Katy Perry and Lindsay Lohan.
Anything else you'd like to add, Eric?
Not really.
Ladies, you and your fun bags can make this wish come true before it's too late. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Howard 100 News. We don't like you either.
Actor Jon Favreau in the wrap-up studio this week, happy to put faces to Stern staffer voices. Shuli talked with Favreau.
Who were you most excited to see here? Who disappointed you the most as far as staff?
I was pretty happy to meet you. You're the one person I didn't have a face to associate with a voice.
Well, then my apologies.
No, I like it. It's good.
Listeners continue to light up the tip line at 877-H100-TIP with songs they would like Billy Joel to sing during the town hall meeting Monday, hosted by the king of all media on Sirius XM. Here's Roger from Long Island.
This message is for Billy Joel. 2 songs you gotta play are Waltz Number 1, Nunley's Carousel, and Invention in C minor. They were on the Greatest Hits album. One of my favorites is Roger from Long Island.
Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour. Or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
David Arquette. He tried to be good.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Show superfan David Arquette not sure about his performance in studio Monday. It's Howard 100 News behind the scenes.
Do you think you came out of this interview unscathed?
Not necessarily.
Stern Show celebrity superfan David Arquette trying to be on his best behavior Monday morning. But one fan called in and said she liked him better drunk.
To a certain degree, and when I have too much, I become very unfunny.
Stern Show executive producer Gary Dell'Abate.
I think David's interesting no matter what condition he's in.
David mentioned he couldn't attend Howard's birthday bash because his daughter was in a school play. Gary understood.
Even for 2 lines, I've been there. You sit through the fucking chorus, you sit through the fucking orchestra, your kid gets up, goes, and then you're done. But you got to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
David listened to the birthday bash several times and thought it was amazing, with everyone showing Howard the respect he deserves. Lisa G., Howard 100 News.
New season of Legit premieres this week. Look for Whackpacker Eric the actor making an appearance on the FXX show. It's Howard 100 News. You need to know.
What was it like working with Jim?
It was, well, my scene, I should say, actually was not with him. I just interacted with him off camera.
Whackpacker Eric the actor is excited for the new season of comedian Jim Jeffries' show, Legit. Why is he so excited? Because he's in one of the episodes. And Eric took some time out of his busy schedule to share with all of you when and where you can see the show.
The episode is called The Weekend, and it is episode 10. The season 2's episodes start on Wednesday night of this week, and it's on FXX. So check your local listings for the time that it will air in your area. And, of course, given the fact that my episode number 10, that will be 9 weeks from this Wednesday.
Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Howard 100 News salutes the superfan. That brave soldier of Stern Nation who can withstand the Benji Vortex.
You know what? I'm not going to bore the audience.
JD's ramblings.
I'm not.
And Jason Kaplan's annoying fat guy laugh. We thank you for listening.
With Howard Stern's birthday bash behind us, Whackpacker Bobo has time now to focus on America's Got Talent.
I bring little file cards with me to make little notes. I've done this at the birthday show, too. Marianne couldn't believe it. I've taken out these little notes because I forget shit, you know, that who was there, who did this, who did that. And this way I make little notes and I compare. And then when I go home, I watch it. And sometimes I watch it 3 times, the same show, to pull out stuff that I want to talk about.
Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
Benji and Elisa, A bogus breakup?
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. The high-profile alleged breakup of show writer Benji Bronk and Elisa Jordana. Is it the real deal or a contrived endeavor to stay in the limelight? You decide. It's Howard 100 News. You need to know.
No break. We're a couple.
That was Stern Show writer Benji Bronk Monday night at the premiere of the movie My Man is a Loser. But almost 12 hours later, his boss Howard Stern wasn't buying that he and Elisa Jordana were still a couple. Howard said they're two nice people in a miserable situation. So, did Howard's words help?
It was interesting talking to Howard about it, and at least consciously, I don't see any impact discussing with Howard on the air had on it.
Elisa called into the show and said Benji's been mean and disrespectful to her. But Howard said to her, "You're so unhappy, but you're still there." Benji's staying optimistic.
I think wherever our paths end up in the next 6 months or a year, I don't think this conversation diverted that path. I hope it's a good path.
Lisa G., Howard 100 News.
Saving jobs and keeping the unemployment levels low.
You just saved Benji's job. He should get on his knees and kiss your feet.
This is Howard 100 News.
We told you earlier, Whackpacker Eric the actor muffed a chance at a movie role. Howard 100 News wants to know, how is the actor dealing with the loss? It's Howard 100 News, behind the scenes.
Jeff has been in Chicago. He's back home now, and apparently he filmed this movie. I'd like to get your thoughts on Jeff's successful acting debut.
Big deal.
You're not impressed?
No.
It's not easy to impress Whackpacker Eric the actor, especially when it's his sworn enemy, Whackpacker Jeff the Drunk. Eric had a chance to be in a movie, and he lost that chance when he blocked the executive producer off his Twitter feed. So my question to Eric, now that Jeff has completed filming, got paid, and is back home, do you feel like you made the wrong choice?
No, not at all. The guy was being a dipshit, not listening to what I was saying.
Well, Jeff claims that he did a phenomenal job. He claims that he did better than people thought, and he also claims that he's a much better actor than you, and I was just curious as to...
Whatever. I mean, sure, he's going to think he did a phenomenal job. Who doesn't think that they do a great job when they do something? What, it was he supposed to say, I did a shitty job.
I like your Jeff impression. So, Eric, let me ask you, will you watch Jeff's performance when it's done and put all together?
Yeah, I'll catch it on YouTube.
Taking shots, my man. Good shit. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
And this program note, the streaming of the Howard Stern Birthday Bash video has been extended through Labor Day. Watch it free online at SiriusXM.com and HowardStern.com. Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
From high atop the Howard Stern building in Midtown Manhattan, no more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Stern Show's celebrity superfan David Arquette comes clean with the king of all media. He fell off the wagon. It's a Howard 100 News follow-up.
Howard 100 News follow-up.
There's no need to be concerned about me, you know what I mean?
Stern Show celebrity superfan actor David Arquette says just because he told Howard Stern this week he's drinking again after being sober for 2 years, there's no need to worry.
You know, I went through a breakup. I was drinking too much. I went to rehab. Where in there does it say that I can never have a drink again?
He also said after speaking to Howard, his phone blew up because of the media running with the story.
Everybody sort of ran with the negative side of it. A lot of people did. So I got calls from all over. Are you all right? Blah, blah, blah. You know, we're polluting each other's lives by talking about each other and being so sort of mean and vicious.
David, however, did say his ex-wife, actress Courtney Cox, did not seem concerned.
You know, it's not like I'm some kind of, wacko.
Lisa G., Howard 100 News.
At 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, it's the Howard 100 News Week in Review on Howard 101.
Follow the Howard Stern Show on Twitter. Go to twitter.com/Stern Show.
Now, picture this. Whackpackers Eric the Midget, manager Johnny Fratto, and High Register Sean, all on the same phone line with Shuli. Not a nightmare, but a Whackpack reality. Talk about your oxymoron. It's Howard 100 News in depth.
Howard 100 News in depth.
Sean, will you ask Mr. Lynch what time he'll be available this evening?
Hello, Mr. Lynch. My boss would like to know what times would be good for you to get a hold of you tonight.
I am not dealing with him.
Ah, now that's music to my ears. Eric the actor and his manager / agent Johnny Fratto and new assistant to Johnny, High Register Sean. Yep, I finally got these three all on the phone together because I wanted Eric to understand that as much as he thinks this is a bit, Mr. Fratto is dead serious about High Register Sean being his new assistant, and Eric needs to get on board. And that part of the story, not going too well.
Johnny, you don't need an assistant that talks that fucking slow.
Well, Eric.
He talks
like
slow? Wait. I talk slow?
Find someone that speaks normal.
What's wrong with the way? But what?
There's probably more than enough people down there in L.A. that are unemployed and that speak normal. You don't need this dumbass as your assistant.
Wait a minute. Are you attacking his handicap?
What if casting agents said the same thing about you? Get somebody who's normal instead of Eric. How would you feel?
Yeah.
I'm mainly attacking him because he has no fucking problem going on fucking YouTube and attacking me.
And that, my friends, is just the beginning of a 25-minute conversation. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Today at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, it's Abe Cannon on Howard 101.
Don't forget to tip your news team. Call the Howard 100 News tip line, 877-H100-TIP. Or email howard100news@SiriusXM.com.
It's only about the world of Howard Stern Show.
Stern Show guest teen mom / porn star Farrah Abraham can now add internet beggar to her list of titles. That's right. She's begging on her Amazon wish list for things like a $698 dress, booty shorts covered in sequins, a harem hottie Halloween costume, and a Tinkerbell doll for her kid, or whatever. In her About Me section, she says, "Thank you for brightening my day and giving me a gift that counts and will always be memorable." When you see Stern News, we want to know about it. Call our tip line at 877-H100-TIP or email howard100news@SiriusXM.com. Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
The Actor and the Curse.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. The jinx of whackpacker Eric the Actor continues. Yet another TV show in which the actor appeared has been canceled. It's Howard 100 News behind the scenes.
I mean, really, if that was true, the Stern Show itself would be gone. And AGT would also be gone because the first season that Howard was on it, I was in the audience and the camera went on me.
Well, that settles it then. Or does it? Whackpacker Eric the Actor, who had a brief appearance on TNA Impact, which aired on Spike TV, was the first guy that I contacted when I heard that Spike did not renew its TV contract with TNA. So, Eric, is the curse continuing? Have you killed another show?
People that appear on things, they're not the reason for things getting ended. It goes on the writing, the quality of writing on the shows, the ratings that the shows get, and, the storylines. It has nothing to do with whomever is on them.
The president of TV has spoken, everyone. Back to work. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Howard 100 News, the only news organization that gives a shit about Eric the Actor.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
President Obama and First Lady Michelle do it. Howard Stern also a proponent. And now some in the medical community claim there are health benefits when practicing it. It's Howard 100 News. You need to know.
This handshaking is supposed to prove something.
Howard Stern has been a proponent of fist bumping for a long time. And now a study out of England confirms that fist bumping transmits far less bacteria than a handshake. Sarah Mila, who co-authored the study, said we were concentrating too much on things like Purell and hand wipes.
So it just seemed kind of ludicrous that there's all of these measures in place to try and reduce transfer via inert surfaces, but relatively little going on in terms of direct contact.
President Obama is now fist bumping, and I can't tell you how happy I am about that.
Sarah agrees.
There's a lot of high-profile fist bumps out there, especially with a bit of momentum behind the germiness of the handshake. I think it could take off. They're not going to leave you hanging. They're going to take the greeting that you extend.
Lisa G., Howard 100 News.
Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
Let's go to Eric. Eric, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm calling because a couple weeks ago you,
She took the actor's virginity.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Air Force Amy, a working girl at the Bunny Ranch and a favorite of Eric the actor. Amy was the actor's first and remembers the good times with everyone's favorite whackpacker. It's Howard 100 News behind the scenes.
I'll tell you what, if there's anyone that can turn a disability into a possibility, it was Eric.
That's Bunny Ranch employee extraordinaire, Air Force Amy. And she got closer to Eric the actor than any of us could ever imagine. That's right, she banged him. And she has no problem telling us how awesome Eric was in the sack.
A lot of virgins, they can't finish off with a woman the first time they're with a woman. But he was able to, and I'll tell you what, he took it on just like a champ, man. He was good.
You guys even had to kind of be careful a little bit because you didn't want to get him too excited with his medical condition, right?
I was not aware of that. I don't know.
Eric truly left his mark on the Bunny Ranch in more ways than one.
He still has a thread up on our message board at bunnyrace.com called Best Boobs at the Ranches.
Oh, and he rated the girls at the ranches with their boobs? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that
and there must be 1,000 replies on there. It's a very, very, very popular topic.
What happens at the Bunny Ranch normally stays at the Bunny Ranch, unless you're involved with the Stern Show. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Howard 100 News. Can you handle the truth?
And now, the tweet of the day from the world of Howard Stern. This tweet from @Justin_Stangl.
It really shows the power of Howard Stern that CNN reported the death of Eric the actor Lynch.
Titty fucking. Howard admitted he's never done it, so we went to sexpert Ronnie the limo driver to provide details.
I like it. I enjoy it. A lot of girls, they really get turned on by it, and they like it.
And how does it feel for you?
It's almost like jerking off. You get in between the girl's boobs there. She creates the friction. It's nice when a girl has a nice set of boobs with nice cleavage because it works better that way.
Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.